All right, all right. Oh no. Where's Chadley? Where is Chadley? Chadley!
Whoops. Oops. Welcome to the pod show. Did we already
Thanks.
say this?
No, I,
Oh.
I just I just started yelling as soon as it went live because you weren't there.
Yeah, I
Welcome
accidentally
back.
disconnected. Welcome. Movie podcast, movie epidemic. We got lots of stuff to talk about today. I'm very
It's
excited.
episode number 19. We got a couple good movies to talk about here. And why don't
We're
you
gonna
start it
talk
off, Chadley?
we're gonna talk about a few movies today. We're gonna be talking about Sin City, A Dame to Kill For. Oh boy. Then continuing our James Bond marathon, we're gonna talk about A View to a Kill starring Rodger Moore and oh boy. Whew. And then we're going to be moving on to a little animated film, a little Japanese anime called The Wind Rises that's made by the same guy that makes, all those good anime movies because the other ones nobody cares about,
It's true.
for sure. That Miyazaki, whose name I probably just butchered.
I've
Uh,
never I've never heard anyone say it out loud before, so I don't actually know how it's pronounced.
I've seen it, yeah, I've seen it like at the end of all like, the good anime movies, but like there's a reason that they're the only anime movies that come to the Americas.
Yeah, and even then they don't get treated very well, from what
Yeah.
I know.
I agree. I agree. But we're gonna start off with a little joint called Sin City 2. And make sure to stay tuned as well because we're gonna be doing our top five Joseph Gordon-Levitt films coming up in the middle of the show.
Yep.
But let's
Yep.
let's start with Sin City, a movie that Joseph Gordon-Levitt is in.
hmm
So here's the dealio: when Sin City came out in the mid 2000s,
Yeah, it was like '08, I think, or maybe earlier.
it was a 2.5 hour long epic that was basically a bunch of well thought out plot lines that strung together into, to coincide with each other. Well, we got the same sort of idea here, scarfed into 90 minutes, and let me tell you something about this movie. If you're gonna make a movie with like several different plot lines with different characters, don't make them garbage plot lines. Like literally, like Josh Brolin's plotline, fucking amazing. All the
Really?
other
I
plot
didn't.
lines,
I know that's the one I didn't like.
oh really? That's
Yeah,
the only one I liked. It's the
I
only.
I like the JGL one.
What? How? Okay, what the fuck? How did you like the JGL one?
I don't know. He was the only interesting character.
It felt like to me they wrote the movie without that part, without JGL's plotline, and then they were like, "Holy fuck, boys, we're clocking it at 70 minutes." Somebody is
I was
somebody.
I was so uninterested in the Josh Brolin storyline, I almost turned it off.
Yeah, but fucking Bond girl full frontal, like a lot.
Yeah, it
That that
wasn't good though. That's the
that
thing.
in itself. I don't know. To me, also, okay. There's just so many points I want to make about this. Let's start off with let's just go plot line by plot line. I feel like that's the easiest way to do this.
Okay.
Okay, first off, we got Nick Rourke.
hmm
Why does he look like the Tick in this film? Why is his head so square?
That's just what he looks like.
No, I refuse to believe that's what Mickey Rourke just looks like. Like
That's just what he looks like, man.
no person should look like that.
They don't even put
Uh,
that much makeup on him. He just looks like that.
oh my god.
Marv.
Also, another good point about Mickey Rourke. Mickey Rourke, stop mumbling through every movie. Like
Yeah.
for sure.
Fuck Mickey Rourke. Straight up.
Fuck you, Mickey Rourke, and stop mumbling through
I
literally
I
everything.
do I do really like the first Sin City.
Yeah, me too.
There's parts of this I like. Like I love the art style of these movies. Like I think that's
Oh
fantastic.
yeah, that's one thing I did want to say too is that I'm fucking in love with the art style, like the comic book, old-fashioned art
Yeah.
style is fantastic.
That's the only reason I watched The Spirit. It's because it kind of looked like
Nice.
that.
Garbage film as well, but I want to know, did you like this movie? Like I know it's sort of
Not
a
really.
broad question. Yeah, yeah, me neither. It seemed like
It
such a
wasn't as good.
letdown.
Yeah, it wasn't as good as the first one.
Yeah, fuck
They just
no.
I think it's because the storylines didn't really overlap at all.
Yeah, not a whole lot. This felt like when you watch Looney Tunes and then there's just like a bunch of cartoons that back to back. Like this just sort of felt like that. This is a Looney Tune film, sort of like
I,
movie
I think
43.
I think that's why I didn't like the Josh Brolin one because it was just like put in the middle of two stories that were kind of connected, and then it was just that one getting in the way.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, they really don't have much to do with each other. One thing I will say though that I love as well about the Josh Brolin timeline or storyline, fucking fucking Mort, the Law and Order SVU guy. Oh, he
Oh yeah,
fucked.
that
He
was
was
good.
so he was so awesome in this
Yeah, he
movie.
was really good.
Oh man, but other than that, yeah, even the Josh Brolin plotline, which to me was the most coherent and like clear plotline of the film, still wasn't super great. You got lots of that Bond girl naked, which is pretty cool,
Yeah, it was
and
surprising. A lot of surprising.
like a lot, like it's every 5 seconds. But yeah, and quick question, like I know this is like comic book based movie, but like you remember when she shoots his eye out and then like it heals? Yeah, I don't know if that's how that works.
Yeah, I felt like that was supposed to be a role for that big black guy that died,
Mm. Michael Clark
Michael
Duncan.
Michael Clark Duncan, because that guy's on Brooklyn Nine-Nine as the police chief, that black guy that's in this, and he's not
Oh,
very
okay.
big. Like,
Oh, wow. Oh, like the guard guy, right?
yeah, the guard, who's like he was supposed to be a giant black guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
The guy's not even that big.
Another thing that I would really like to touch on real quick here. We're jumping a little bit. So of course we have the Jessica Alba plot line. Number one, Jessica Alba, you are terrible. Like
Yeah.
you are a terrible actress.
Good thing she didn't say anything in this movie, so
Yeah, she did stripper stuff too, which I was alright with. But the plot line of Bruce Willis being a ghost,
yeah,
not sure not
that
sure
was
I was down with that.
yeah that didn't I didn't need that. I didn't need that, you know.
I remember I was like, oh, because I didn't know very much about the second one. I'd seen the first one and I was like, all right, here we go. And I'm watching the opening credits and I was like, and it's like Bruce Willis, and I was like, oh, okay, all right, I'll see where they take this. Let's see. I'm curious, but
Yeah,
they just
he didn't add anything to it.
yeah, not really. He was just a ghost. Like,
Ghost Bruce Willie. That's all it was.
I also
Old
like
Ghosty
that.
Willie.
One thing I did like about Bruce Willis though was he had the X like where he got shot in the head in the first movie,
Yeah, I noticed that
like
too.
glowing on his forehead. I thought that was pretty nifty, but once again, that's all in the art direction. Like Frank Miller, he kills it with art direction, just
Sure.
not with script writing. Like,
No, no.
no, like,
There's if this was a better written script or more coherent even, it would have been great because the art style just is what really sells it for me. And
yeah.
Christopher Lloyd, anybody?
Oh yeah, Christopher Lloyd. That's another reason that I thought the fucking Joseph Gordon-Levitt part was so strange too, right? Because like if you think about it, the movie would be the exact same if you just took Joseph Gordon-Levitt's part out. It would just be the exact same movie.
You can say that for all three parts though.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. They really didn't overlap like they did in the first one. Like they didn't.
The I mean, the Gordon Levitt one and the Jessica Alba one sort of do, but it's not really, you know.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's like Looney Tunes. It just felt like three separate
And
things that take
the
place in
only
the
thing
same
with the Josh
universe.
Brolin is Marv was just there for it. That's the only thing that overlaps.
Yeah, Mickey Rourke was billed as like the fucking main character,
Pretty
and
much.
like wasn't in it very much. Like Josh Brolin was in it the most,
Yeah.
like for sure, his storyline was fucking lengthy.
It was 45 minutes, yeah.
Yeah,
Of
it was a good
of this
45
movie
minutes.
that is like an hour and a half or hour 20 minutes or something. No, it's like
If
hour
you're
40.
if you're gonna make a 2.5 hour epic that becomes a classic, like a cult classic, don't make the sequel 90 minutes. Like that's just a bad idea.
Maybe don't make a sequel.
You know what this fucking almost reminded me of? Like at the risk of fucking sounding like dorky. This almost sounded like this felt like a movie version of a lackluster DLC pack. You know what I'm talking about? Like
Yeah.
Like they're
'Cause
still writing,
it does feel like a supplement film or like a
yeah, like a handy thing to go with it.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it was just bad. Also, who was it that fucking just had like a 10-second cameo, but was like super famous? Fucking shit. What's that guy's name? He played Joey, the guy who was banging around on his
Oh yeah,
wife.
yeah.
Yeah, Ray Liotta.
Ray
what,
Liotta,
what
yeah.
what was Ray Liotta doing in this movie?
I don't
That
fucking
was
know.
there was a few cameos that were like, I don't know, I didn't feel like needed. That Joey character that could have been played by anybody. They didn't need to dust Leota out of retirement, which I
Old
hope
fucking
he is in.
Leota.
Yeah, out of retirement
No,
just for
he
that.
was in something I saw recently though. He's still fucking around.
No, I just want him to be in retirement. He's terrible.
Yeah, that's true. He's not very good, but he is in shit still.
Yeah. He was in Observe and Report. Do you fucking remember that movie?
Not really.
Oh, it was bunk.
There's
It
I
was
know
like
there's a naked fat dude in it, but I don't remember much else about it.
I don't remember much either. I just remember being like really fucked up. But yeah, this movie, oh, Sin City, A Dame to Kill For.
Not many dames in it.
Not many dames in it, that's for sure. We got Jessica Alba, and then fucking naked Bond girl, and like there's no other time in the universe that I would say this, but you know what? Could have done with less nudity, like just like
Could have fucked less.
yeah, could have fucked less. Like I don't know, it just felt like that girl was naked sometimes just so that like the producers were just like, can we just make that girl fucking naked in this scene? Like people would watch it more. Like why do we need fucking why do we need clothes on that person? You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? Like it was just kind of there just to
I
influence
don't
people.
remember there was being that much nudity in the first one.
Yeah, I don't
If there
think
was
there
any.
I don't think there was, but yeah, this girl like she was naked like the whole movie. I don't think she put on clothes once.
Very, very infrequent clothes.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't
I
know.
mean,
There was some stuff that I liked about it, but it just wasn't as good. It didn't live up.
yeah, it lacked a momentum, like the momentum that the first movie built up. It
I
just
really liked the first like 15 minutes.
yeah, cause yeah, you know what? I gotta agree. I like the first 15 minutes because at the beginning, at first, it's switching between all the different stories, and we're getting introduced to all the different storylines. I didn't know that they were just gonna tell us that those storylines were gonna happen and then just pop them off one by one.
Well, they kind of did that in the first one, but at least they were connected, you know.
Yeah, and these just didn't connect. Other than Mickey Rourke being mildly involved in all of them.
Yeah.
Not wait, no, he wasn't in the Joseph Gordon-Levitt one. See, that's why I feel like they just fucking like made the movie and then they're like, shit, we're like 20 minutes short. We can't make the sequel to a 2.5 hour epic 70 minutes. And they just called up. They're like, call up Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Christopher Lloyd's got nothing better to do with his time. Just call him too.
Yeah, they'll
Like
do it. They'll do it.
yeah, they'll fucking do it. That being said, the Christopher Lloyd scene was awesome.
Yeah, it's very good.
That was probably my favorite part of the entire movie. But like I said, I did like most of the Josh Brolin thing. I thought maybe it was too long, but I liked it. And I do have beef with you know what's the worst part about that thing where she shot him in the eye and then it heals over time? That was just begging for an awesome eye patch. Like,
Patch, hey?
yeah, like fucking Brolin with the patch. Can you imagine fucking Tank Brolin with an eye patch? That would be boss as fuck.
Is he gonna take back escape? Is he gonna escape from New York with that eye patch?
Dude, fucking that actually would be sweet if Josh Brolin was starting a remake of Escape from New York.
How good would
And
that be?
then
How
and then
fucking good would that be?
fucking amazing. And then they would supplement it with Escape from LA and then they'd even make like a sequel that didn't exist in the original franchise, like Escape from Paris.
Escape from San Antonio.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Escape from Detroit.
Escape from Miami. Oh wait, no, yeah, Detroit, you're right. I like the Detroit better.
Yeah.
Can we just skip the first two and just make Escape from Detroit?
Yeah, fuck yeah. I would love that. That would be great.
Somebody, you and I are gonna direct it. You and I will write and direct it. Somebody call up Josh Brolin.
We're gonna get Josh Brolin. It's gonna be called Escape from Detroit. Snake Plissken up in this bitch.
Fucking Josh Brolin. Josh Brolin will do anything that you ask him to. Like you call him up and you're like, I got a movie, and he's like, yeah, I'm on my way.
I would not be
Doesn't-
surprised. I would not be surprised if I called up Josh Brolin and I was like, "Yo, you want to star in Escape from Detroit as Snake Plissken?" And he'd be like, "Okay." I think that's how it would go down.
that would be the only reaction. Although he's gonna be one of these busy motherfuckers because he's in that fucking he's fucking in that Marvel Cinematic Universe. He's gonna be too busy.
Oh, okay, maybe.
Why? Like, it comes to my attention that Marvel is just kind of taking all the good actors
Yeah,
and
and then
like,
they're not going to leave anything else for everybody else. You know?
yeah, there's gonna be no more actors eventually. We're gonna have to start putting like, we're gonna have to,
I don't think Josh Brolin likes what he was doing, and I don't think he likes being in the Marvel universe though.
no, he said in an interview that it kind of freaks him out. Like, fucking doesn't like, and like I don't know, his character is so like. Did he play Thanos in fucking Avengers, like that little shizzy grin? Like, did he come in and get paid
I
like
don't know.
100
I don't know
G's?
about that, but
I know he was in Guardians of the Galaxy and he's going to be in the Avengers Infinity something.
it's not even like is it mocap even, or is you just do the voice for it?
I think it's mocap. I think it is mocap. But eventually we're gonna fucking run out of actors and we're gonna have to start putting like Matt LeBlanc in like lead roles again and stuff.
Fucking Pauly Shore is gonna make it come.
and then once Pauly Shore gets big again in mainstream medias, Marvel's gonna snatch him up.
Yeah. At some point, it's just gonna be like it's only gonna be Marvel movies, right?
Yeah. And
It's gonna be
fucking
Marvel movies and Pixar films. That's it.
and then we'll have like the cast. Once Pauly Shore's done, they're like, I guess we need the cast of The Breakfast Club again, like, and just have those 6 people in all the other movies. And they might even snatch up Judd Nelson.
While we're on topic of like Marvel and stuff, I don't know how we got here, but did you see those Sony leak stuff about like Spider-Man?
Yeah, that would be fucking amazing. I would. You know what's my favorite part about it? Is if Marvel gets Spider-Man back, they're gonna pretend Amazing Spider-Man series didn't happen. God bless. God bless you, Marvel.
God bless.
And they're fucking canning Andrew Garfield. Fuck yes.
That's one of the best things you can do.
They're doing smart things.
Did they mention who they're gonna get for Spider-Man? Or I didn't read it very close, but
I think they're eventually, like, I think for the first one that he's in, the Civil War, I think it's mostly going to be CG and they're not really going to need an actor.
right. Okay.
That's what I've heard. But although, if you've ever read the book Civil War, like the Spider-Man reveal, that's the big. So you got to have somebody in the suit, and it's like knowing the cinematic universe, it's got to be someone famous.
That's right. It's fucking Matt Damon.
Yeah, you can't get some no-name chump to be in a Marvel movie. That's just not how it works anymore.
You know what? It's going to be a thing where the Marvel movies, there's going to be so many of them that they're going to actually have to make an Ultimate Universe for more movies, right? So then Donald Glover actually can play Spider-Man because
if they just made
Ultimates, he's black.
If they just made Donald Glover Spider-Man in this series, that
Oh,
would be
just straight
amazing.
up? How good would that be?
Yeah, it would be fucking amazing because we're already using Ultimate Nick Fury. Why not Ultimate Spider-Man?
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
If we're gonna cross the streams like that, Marvel.
But I do feel like they're just going to be making so much stuff. At some point, they're like, hey, why don't we just make an Ultimates universe?
Yeah, it's just, oh my god, that would be. I'm not sure if I would like that though, because I feel like now we're just being oversaturated with this shit.
Oh,
There's gonna be
fuck yeah, we are.
there's like 7 comic book movies coming out next year. Fucking 7.
Yep.
That could be incorrect, but I think it's somewhere in that region.
No, it's like 4 next year, but it might be. Yeah, it's like 4 or 5 next year, and then the year after that, it's like 7 or 8, and that's too much.
Yo, remember when it was just Spider-Man? Like in like the early 2000s, it was just Spider-Man and the occasional Batman.
Yep.
They're going. Somebody
It
better
was a weird time.
cage.
It was a weird time because they
Some,
weren't good.
yeah. Well, Spider-Man 2's alright
Yeah, sure.
with Tobey Maguire crying Spider-Man.
I just we can't have Toby back. That's for sure. As
Dude,
as much as I dislike Andrew Garfield, Toby wasn't much better.
yeah, I don't know. They don't really. They both fit the fucking idea of Spider-Man, but none of them are good for Peter Parker.
Sure.
Like Andrew Garfield, sorry, why do you skateboard? Why do you skateboard so much?
All right. We can probably move on to our top five here.
So overall, Sin City 2, which was what we were talking about, I guess. Sin City 2, nah, man. Unless you really want to see Eva Green naked in black and white.
Yeah, and the first 10 minutes where they're doing like that chase scene, it looks really cool in the art style. It looks super cool.
Yeah. It's
Maybe
like
just watch the first like 20 minutes.
yeah, just watch the first 20 minutes. As soon as you realize that the Josh Brolin thing is happening, you're done. You can clock out for the day.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all. So let's move on to our top five.
Sure.
Top five Joseph Gordon-Levitt movies because both of the films we're talking about today have Joseph Gordon-Levitt in it.
That's correct. I like that. I like that JGL.
Yeah, he's doing good things. He's doing good things. I'm gonna start off our list.
Sure.
My number five is a movie that actually sort of brought Joseph Gordon-Levitt into his current fame, and it was huge when it came out. And that movie is called 500 Days of Summer. Also got hot.
Right.
It's also got hot as fuck Zooey Deschanel in it, who looks like Katy Perry.
Hot.
So hot, like Zooey Deschanel. Yes, please. And yeah, her and Joseph Gordon-Levitt get hot and heavy in that movie.
She does have an annoying hipster voice though, which
Yeah.
bothers me.
Annoying hipster. I don't even know what you mean by that, but like I'll go with it.
But like it's the douchey like New York twang.
All right.
Hipsters.
But this movie's pretty damn good. It's all about, the first little bit is about, how in love he is with this girl, and then the last little bit is like about how he's trying to get over the breakup, and it's pretty cool.
I like that movie. It's not the best, but it's pretty good.
It's certainly a nifty film.
Yeah. My number five is a little Rain Johnson flick. Not the one you're probably thinking of. This is Brick. This is Brick. Do you know anything about Brick,
I've
Jeff?
never even heard of or seen Brick. Don't know shit about Brick.
Brick is it's a movie where JGL plays like a kid in high school, but it's not really about that. He's like a detective. He's like a 50s noir detective.
Sherlock Jr. sort of style. All right.
But yeah, it's just like he just talks like a detective throughout the whole thing, and no one ever addresses it. It's really weird, and he solves this crime. It's a good movie. It's Rain Johnson from Looper and Brothers Bloom. This was his first movie, I think, and it's good. It's real good.
Oh, him and JGL, they must have some sort of chemistry.
They have a rapport.
Absolutely. So my number four is a movie that we talked about. I think we must have talked about this movie a couple of weeks ago.
Yep.
It's a little flick called Don John.
Don John, baby.
Don John, baby. Directed by Joseph Gordon-Levitt himself.
Mm-hmm.
He bangs Scarlett Johansson in this movie, and then he bangs Julianne Moore. That, like, as far as I'm concerned, that's every spectrum of the banging corner. He went
all
from
the spectrums, that's for sure.
Yeah, he went from up here all the way to down here. It's very strange, but it's all about how he loves to whack his willy to pornography, pornog, and he goes into bars and rates women, and it's awesome. He's like, "That girl, she is 7." Like, it's fucking amazing. Like, it is so good.
I love my car.
I love my crib. I love my girls. I love my porn.
And he also loves the gym, but I don't remember when that fits into the timeline.
He loves his church too.
Oh yeah, he does love church. Don John's a great film.
Probably the best scene in that movie, or when he goes into the confessional and he's like, I've masturbated I've masturbated to pornography 37 times this week. Like like the numbers are just astronomical.
Yeah, it's a good
Not
film.
even not
My
even
ne-
Chad Lian levels.
yeah, number four. I got another little movie. Same people. This is Looper. Putting Looper on there.
Yeah, fuck it. Hey, I love Looper. It's got plot holes the size of a bus, but
Sure,
it's it's fucking good. I don't give a shit because I like it enough.
it's a fun one.
Yeah.
There's some good stuff in it. Not
And I think
perfect, but it's pretty good.
I think Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Bruce Willis work together well,
Bruce
which
Willis.
was which is kind of making me sad about Sin City 2. I wish they had scenes together in that movie
Oh yeah, that would
because
have been great.
they work together hella good in Looper, hella good. So
Oh, Looper.
my number three is a movie that we're gonna be talking about in just a few minutes here.
Hmm.
It's a little joint called The Wind Rises. It's an animated film.
Yeah,
It's fucking good, but we'll talk about it later. We'll talk about
cool.
it later.
My number three, we already talked about. That's Don John, baby.
Don't jump, baby! Woo! All right, so moving right on. My number two is a movie that some people like, some people dislike. My number two is Inception. It's a
Yeah, that's my number two.
little fucking Chris Nolan flick. So good. Dream in a dream in a dream, baby.
I think that's my favorite Chris Nolan movie.
Yeah, I'd say definitely. Oh, I mean, like besides The Dark Knight, but if we're not counting Batman films, this one's my favorite Chris Nolan for sure.
I like it more than Dark Knight, I think.
It is for sure fucking good.
It's really
But
good.
like
It's his best work.
one thing that I like about this movie is that it has confused people about what the term Inception actually means. They believe that term means something within something, and so they'll see a TV on their TV and they'll be like, "There's a TV in my TV." Inception. That's not what Inception
I
means.
think it's more of a meme at this point, though.
Yeah.
It's like Exhibit, like
just a reference to the concept.
yeah.
Yeah, fucking garbage human beings who do that sort of shit though. Fucking garbage. So my number one is a little joint that got hecka snubbed at Oscars a few years ago, starring Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Seth Rogen. This joint's called 50-50. If you've never seen it, it is exceptionally good. Bryce Dallas Howard, who is really hot, is in it too. For all
Oh,
you
yeah.
people who are as pervy as me.
What do you think my number one is, Chadley?
What do I think your number one is? Something want to say, I want to say there's 50-50 too, because I like it so much. Is it 50-50?
It's 50-50.
Fuck yeah, it's 50-50. Woo! Best fucking Joseph Gordon-Levitt movie ever, right? So good.
It's one of my favorite movies, not just Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah, me too, man. It's up there. That movie that was like in a shitty year too. Like that was the year The Artist happened.
Oh
And,
yeah,
like,
gross.
Fucking there were so many, like, what was it? Tree of Life and
Oh,
Hugo
Tree of Life. Fuck yourself.
and War Horse. So many bad movies were nominated.
I don't think I've seen any of those movies in completion.
I saw Hugo.
I got about 15 minutes into Tree of Life. I'm like, yeah, this is pretentious shit. Fuck this shit.
It's so pretentious. I saw Hugo from front to back, but only because I was in a theater. Like, yo, if you're gonna make a movie that aimed towards kids, don't make it 2 hours and 40 minutes. Martin Scorsese. You
I
fuck.
have a copy of that because they gave it away free on iTunes last Christmas. So it just sits in my iTunes. I've never downloaded it.
Don't watch it, man.
Yeah.
It's like that was Scorsese, right?
Yeah, that was Scorsese.
Yeah, Scorsese's worst for sure. Like
His
it's
worst.
his worst work. Like I get the concept and it is somewhat whimsical and it's there's some fun
Whimsical
parts.
as fuck, right?
Like it's whimsical the same way that a fucking kids movie should be, but there's only so much whims I can take,
Whimsy.
Yeah, whimsy.
Shut up, Whimsy.
Shut up, Mimsy. But there's only so much that I can take. And it's like 2 hours and 45 minutes of kid bullshit is just not for me.
Yeah, it's like the opposite of Tintin, you know? You
Yeah,
know how fucking good that movie was for kids and adults?
and they threw it into into 100 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's fucking great. D. Craig rocks that movie too.
And I hope they make another one of those.
Me too.
That was
Man,
so fucking good. The more I think about it, that movie was so fucking good.
Adventures of Tintin, yeah, like What was it up against for best animated? Because I know it was nominated for best animated.
Yeah, it must have been. It
It
didn't
must have
win.
been Disney Pixar wins like every year, so it must have
Yeah.
been something like that. But seriously, if Disney, oh no, Disney Pixar didn't even make anything this year. But if fucking
Mm,
anything, if anything wins best animated picture that's not Lego Movie this year, then they're wrong.
I haven't seen that yet.
You haven't seen Lego?
No.
Oh, I've seen it like 4 times. It fucks.
Does it fuck?
Dude, like it for sure fucks. It's like I don't know. When people told me the Lego Movie was awesome, I was like, no, dude, that sounds like the shittiest movie. Like, how could you even make that into a movie? That sounds stupid. Dude, it fucks.
Stupid.
You got Chris Pratt.
Stupid.
You got Chris Pratt as the main character, accompanied by fucking Morgan Freeman,
Oh, yo,
and
Freeman.
yeah, and then
Morgan Freebird.
Will Ferrell is the bad guy, which I enjoy because he's horrible. But
Old fucking Will Ferrell. I don't hate him. I don't hate him. I
he's
get it.
he's done some aight stuff, but he's also had some pretty serious missteps.
Sure, but he doesn't. He's not Adam Sandler. That's the thing.
You know what? I was thinking about Adam Sandler the other day, and I was having this conversation with someone, and I realized why Adam Sandler is so bad.
Yeah.
Because every movie, like every comedy movie, should have several bits, but every Adam Sandler movie is just a 90-minute bit. One 90-minute bit. That's
Yeah.
all it is.
We are going to review the shit out of those Netflix Adam Sandler movies when they come out.
Oh, you bet your ass we will. You bet your ass we will. It's not gonna be fun.
That just tells you how much fucking fuck you money Netflix must be have at this point. They're like, let's give Adam Sandler 4 fucking movies.
Well, fucking everybody and their cat has a Netflix account these days.
Yeah.
So if they're getting $7 from fucking 30 million people a week,
They've raised it up now. It's like I think it is $9 a month now.
even more, man. That's like $90 million a month.
Yeah.
Like
You can throw a rock into a crowd of people, and whoever it hits, be like, "Yo, can I use your Netflix account?" And they'll be like, "Yeah, go for it."
that's totally fucking true. Like every human being has like I haven't watched Netflix in 3 months. I still pay it every month.
Yeah, exactly. You told me you just stopped doing Netflix at one point.
Yeah, I don't do it anymore. On fine point. Like if I want to watch a TV show, I'll check if it's on Netflix, but usually I'll just watch it online.
Sure.
They fucking provide it on like most websites like NBC and Comedy Central. They provide that shit now.
All right.
All right. So we've just had a rant about. Wait, what did we just talk about?
Something.
Yeah, I don't even remember. Holy
Top
shit.
5 JGL movies. Those were good.
Those are some good movies. So let's talk about old Jimmy Bond.
Oh, Jimmy Bond.
So unfortunately, we do have some bad news. This is the final Rodger Moore film.
R.I.P. R.I.P.
All right. Still alive, but R.I.P. R.I.P.
Is he sitting on this fuck you money or something? Why isn't he in anything anymore? And I get that he's old, but
he's doing what Connery does, man. He's sitting on fuck you James Bond money.
yeah, I guess.
I bet you Connery still got money from when he fucking did Thunderball. Like
I don't know. Connery seems like he would do a shitload of coke and blow all of his money.
It's possible, but I don't know. Maybe I don't actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, he probably hasn't because he fucking he's able to live off last time he did a movie was in 1998.
Holy shit, Rodger Moore is old as fuck.
Yeah, you've seen pictures of him. He's old. He's got fucking liver spots on his bald spots.
He's almost 90.
Jesus Christ, he's older than Connery. Wait a minute. Didn't they fire Sean Connery because he was getting too old? Rodger Moore's 6 years older than him. Oh well. Holy shit, Rodger Moore is. I mean, yeah, I guess he's always kind of been an old Bond, but.
I honestly, my suspicion that they fired him for being too old is a cover-up because they didn't want to work with fucking Sean Connery. He seems like an asshole to work with.
I would love to meet Sean Connery though.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He's like my number one celebrity crush.
Yeah.
I feel like he's nice to fans, but if you fuck him over and are trying to give him less money than he wants, he might not be super keen on that.
He might not be cool with that.
But I don't know why they would fucking fire Rodger Moore. He's a fucking knight. He's been knighted. James Bond has been knighted.
Yeah, he might have just he did 7, right? So at that point he's probably like, all right.
All right, I fucked enough bitches for one lifetime.
Yeah.
But
So let's get into
let's
this
talk,
one.
let's talk about a view to a kill.
Weird title. I think that's
Weird title.
what's really set this one back.
Yeah,
Uh,
because like it's awkward to say, hey,
hmm
a view to a kill. Like a, it's
First of
weird
all,
to say.
bad guy's Christopher Walken. Y'all haven't heard of this one probably.
Yeah,
I don't
I like
understand why.
I don't get it. Yeah, this one should have got the same fucking positive, awesome reception that Octopussy gets.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can I tell you something about this movie?
Let's hear. Let's hear what you got to say.
Fucking amazing.
Yeah, this one's
This
really good.
it's incredible.
I finished this one like 5 minutes ago, before we started the pod.
You're
5 minutes
still
before.
you're still rushing on the high.
Yeah, yeah. Still erect from it. My favorite part about this though is at some point when they were signing their contracts, they're like, you have to bang a weird black dude in this.
Yeah, he did bang. Like that girl looked like a dude. But like it just goes to show that James Bond this one was like not only was it really good, but it was high on the fuck scale. He fucked like everybody.
Real high on the fuck scale.
He fucked like 5 people in this movie, maybe 4, but he fucked lots.
Yep.
Also, we had the Bond girl played by Tanya Roberts. As hot as she was back in the 1980s, for sure she should never speak. For sure she should never speak. She has the most annoying voice ever, especially when she screams and she's like, James! Like,
Oh
it's
yeah,
so
that was awful.
fucking terrible. Like when she's in the elevator, just
Yeah.
the worst. But
I had to turn it down at one point. Like I was sitting pretty far back from my TV, so it was really loud. And I'm like, yep, time to turn this down. It was like someone's dying in my apartment.
if Tanya Roberts is gonna be fucking screaming the whole time. But let's touch on what was the name? Zorin? Was that the name of the bad guy?
Yeah.
Zorin, played by Christopher Walken. This might be one of my favorite Bond villains.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, he did.
He had the blonde hair. He reminded me of Javier Bardem's character in the
Yeah, kinda.
Skyfall. Obviously, they're not.
Yeah, he is
similar
kind
at
of
all,
like.
but- I mean, they look
Yeah.
the same, but the characters aren't similar at all.
Yeah, I see it. I see it. Christopher Walken, though, like, we're not surprised that he did a kick-ass role. Like,
Yeah.
he did really good with this role. And I don't know, like, there's so many parts. Like, one of my favorite parts was when they were doing the horse race, and then all the jockeys started slapping each other with the fucking whips.
Jesus
Jockey
Christ.
fight? They had a jockey fight?
No. Let's start from the beginning. This has one of the best opening scenes that I've seen in maybe any movie.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
it's a downhill ski chase, which they love to do in Bond.
Fucking downhill ski chase. We're getting back to that trope.
Yeah, and then like he hides and shit, and then gets into a submarine disguised as an iceberg, and then fucks in it.
There's just a bitch waiting down there for him.
Like
As-
that's one of
as,
the
like-
greatest openings of all time.
Do they just send like random good-looking women with him just to fuck for when he's done?
Yeah, and then they had the most '80s opening I have ever fucking seen.
And the song in this one was incredible.
Yeah, super '80s.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, no. No, the song in this one was bad. I'm remembering now. It was Duran Duran. No, the song in this one was bad.
But it was '80s. What I'm trying to say is it's the most '80s.
It was very 80s, and the intro was awesome.
Yeah, it was good.
It was really good. But yeah, Duran Duran doing Bond theme, not my cup. Not my cup.
No thanks.
And
Where's
then we
Adele?
have.
Bring Adele back.
Who would have thought that Adele would do such an awesome Bond song? But
Who are we
Oh,
gonna
man.
get for the next one? Katy Perry? What the fuck?
I think they're actually.
Taylor Swift Bond song.
I think they're actually doing Rihanna.
Really?
I heard that. Yeah, I heard that somewhere. I hope they don't. You know who I want to do the next Bond song and call me fucking crazy? Muse.
Muse?
How good of a Bond song would Muse do? Have you ever heard fucking Supremacy by Muse? It sounds like it could just be a Bond song.
Yeah, I guess.
But it's I would fuck with a Muse Bond song.
I'm
But
down for that. I'm down for that REM Bond song.
is
I don't
that
think
what already
REM's a
happened?
thing anymore, right?
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I think they disbanded in the 90s, man.
Yeah, I would hope
They,
so.
they might they might be doing reunion tours. I
No,
don't know.
they came out with an album like 4 or 5 years ago, so that was
Jesus.
probably
Reunion tour probably must have been.
yeah.
There's no way that they've been going solid for that many years. There's definitely some coke fights in
Coke
our
fights, hey.
yeah, absolutely. But back to A View to a Kill. Um, we got Christopher Walken as a bad guy. There is some fucking incredible action scenes in this movie.
Oh yeah, it's pretty pat. It's a stacked card, that's for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely. It starts off a little slow. We were at like a horse fair, and then Bond tries.
A lot of exposition in this one.
Yeah, they draw it out for the first hour or so, and it's like all
Mhm.
right, which is fine because it's 2 hours and 20 minutes, so they got like 90 minutes of really good shit.
It's definitely one of the longer ones. They normally like hit 2 hours and that's it. But
Yeah,
this one was pretty long.
yeah, absolutely. But this one, like it is probably one of the better ones we've seen for sure.
Oh yeah, I liked it a lot. There's a lot of good Roger Moore ones though, so it's hard to like pick a favorite. But I mean, not for you because you like Moonraker,
Yeah, that's true. Moonraker's
but
so
this
good.
one was really really good.
This one is really fucking good, and like from the scene where he's fucking like what I liked about this movie is it had a decent pace.
Yeah.
Once it started to pick up, it really started to pick up and roll.
Hmm.
And like that's one thing I find about these Bond movies is that sometimes it'll pick up for a bit and then slow down and then pick up and slow down. But this one, as soon as it picked up, it was like fucking gung ho the rest of the movie. There was also suicide bombings in this. What the fuck?
That was weird.
Like, yeah, that was fucked up, right?
The bad guy's plot is super great though. We should
Yeah.
go over that real quick.
Oh yeah,
Basically,
yeah, yeah.
basically what they were gonna do is he wanted to flood Silicon Valley. So
He could
uh
sell
so yeah,
microchips.
so he could sell microchips, right? So he was gonna just like blow up San Andreas Lake and put it into the fault line, which would cause the two fault lines to earthquake, and then it would flood that entire Silicon Valley. So how badass is that? That's fucking good.
And speaking of things that are badass, they fucking explained that the bad guy was like created in a lab during World War II. Like he was fucking like created to be superhuman, but turns out like all these test subjects that they created to be incredibly intelligent also turned out to all be psychopaths.
Yeah,
So yeah,
that's
it
great.
explained why he's so insane. They never really like they talked about how they had a hunch that that's where he came from, but they never really solidified it.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
one
he
of
had
those.
old guy with him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's one of those
But
things.
the highlight of my entire week, though, was the scene when fucking Rodger Moore and Christopher Walken have a fist fight on top of the Golden Gate Bridge.
God damn,
You
that's
just you're fucking amazing. Like you don't find better shit than that. You really don't.
and you know how they got to the top of the Golden Gate Bridge?
In
Yeah,
a
that's right.
blimp.
A blimp,
They
motherfucker.
fucking
A blimp.
blimped it up there. And James Bond wasn't even inside the blimp. He was hanging on by a string. Oh my god.
So how good is that? It's so good.
Like the scene with the fire where he fucking fucking set City Hall on fire and James Bond has to escape the elevator shaft. Besides the annoying screens,
Good shaft work, that's for sure.
good shaft work. Lots of good fucking, lots of good shaft work, lots of good Christopher Walken fighting Roger Moore on top of Golden Gate.
That I think that's what sold it for me the most. Is Christopher Walken's amazing, and
Yeah.
he's just in this for some reason,
Yeah.
being
That this
amazing.
this wasn't even like before he was famous. Like he was hecka famous at this point.
Yeah,
You know?
this was during his fucking golden age.
Yeah, like he was he in Deer Hunter?
I don't know. We're
No,
seeing
I
Deer Hunter.
don't know. This movie is amazing.
Yeah, that's a 10. That's a 10 for me.
I would say this is definitely one of the better that we've watched so far.
It's top five material out of all the James Bonds, I would say.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Just for Christopher Walken alone, you could literally cut out literally every scene that doesn't have Christopher Walken. It'd still be amazing.
At the end of this, we're gonna do a top five, and it will be top five Bond movies.
Absolutely, we will. Of
We might
course.
have to do just like a dedicated show once we finish these, and just reminisce on the Bonds, do a top five.
Just go through them all and give them each 5 minutes or 3 or 4 minutes.
It might be its own show because
Yeah.
it deserves it. It's taken a lot of our life. What is it,
Abs-
like 23 weeks or something?
Yeah, we started watching these Bond movies because like I said on the last episode that I've been listening to some of the older ones. We started watching it when we did the Edge of Tomorrow episode, which was episode 4.
4 or 5, yeah.
Yeah, so it was like fucking. It must have been in the summer when we started doing these Bond films, like August.
Yeah. Not disappointed with it too, because these are good.
Absolutely, I'm very excited about these Bond
I,
films, and we still.
I hadn't seen many of the Rodger Moore ones, so this is enlightening to me.
Absolutely, absolutely. Makes me realize just how goddamn good these Roger Moore movies. Other than that one that I can't remember the name of.
Yeah, that one was
Like,
fucking trash.
I don't
Oh,
even
the,
remember
the
what it was
slutty the
called.
slutty skating girl.
Yeah. So, yeah, the slutty skating girl in the village. It was sort of
Fucking
played out like Her
garbage.
Majesty's Secret Service.
Yeah. Hey, you got anything else to say about this? Rest in peace, Roger Moore.
Rest in peace. He's still alive, but rest in peace,
He's
Roger
fucking
Moore.
90, bro.
He's basically that would be a good
That's
pick
Deadpool.
for
That's Deadpool.
Deathpool pick. Yeah,
I don't want him to die though. That's the thing.
yeah, me neither. Because I
That
like
is one of
Roger
the
Moore.
that is one of the rules of the death pool, though. You're not allowed to kill anybody on your list.
What?
You're not allowed to kill anybody on your death pool list.
Yeah, that should be. You're not allowed to kill anybody. Period. That should just be. That is a rule. That's a law.
I'm just saying, it's one of the rules of the death pool.
Okay. I'll trust you on that one.
I mean, you're not allowed to, but you can kill other people. Just, they can't be on your list, or else you don't get the points. Is what I'm saying.
And that's what it's really all about, right? Just the death pool points.
Mhm.
I feel you on that one. So shall we move on to this this animated flick?
Absolutely.
So let's talk about probably the strangest animated movie I've ever seen.
I mean, it's pretty par for the course for this guy.
Yeah, I guess for Miyazaki. But I don't know.
He loves playing shit too, and like flying. Everything flies in his movies.
But here's the thing. It's like, when you think animated movie, you think, like talking cute dinosaurs. Fucking talking toys. Talking cars. World War II plane crafts? That's
Yeah.
that's not what comes to mind when I think of animated movies.
Interesting topic.
Interesting topic, yeah.
And
And
it's a real guy. This is a biopic.
yeah, like this actually happened. So I want to ask you something here, and I wasn't 100% sure about this, but I was pretty sure. So at the end, he designed planes for Pearl Harbor, yeah? That's what
I mean,
initially ended up happening.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
maybe, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, real deep stuff. Like this is shit you would never see. And you know what I noticed about this movie too? That it was just really weird for a cartoon.
Hmm.
They were constantly smoking. Like,
Yeah, that would never happen in American cartoons. That's why I like anime. Like I love the art style. I'm huge on art style. Like I love anime art style. I don't really like watching anime just because it's like
I can't watch like a show of anime.
it's so there's so much.
Yeah.
So much.
I'm already too far behind. That's like,
Well, like you should watch Attack on Titan. That one's pretty good, and it's
Yeah,
only like
that's
20 something episodes.
I've heard that one is excellent.
Yeah, but it's cool. This movie I really liked. I really liked how it looked. Like it's a lot more polished than some of his earlier ones, and I think that's just
The animation was like really well done. Of course, for Miyazaki, like I love like a ton of his work. Like he does good work.
Yeah, I've seen quite a bit of his stuff.
Yeah, I haven't seen all of them, but like I've seen like the big ones like My Neighbor Totoro and
I've never
uh,
seen that actually, but
it fucks. It
I've
fucks. It's really good.
I've seen like Moving Castle and Spirited Away.
I've seen those
Um,
ones.
they're
Have you
good.
seen Castle in the Sky? That's one I haven't seen
No, I've
that I
never
want
seen
to
that
see.
one. Never seen that one.
As
I
well
saw the
as
other. I saw Moving Castle. How's Moving Castle?
yeah, I haven't seen or no, I have seen that one. I just haven't seen Castle in the Sky. To be honest, like I still think even after seeing Wind Rises, which I thought was just amazing, I still think his best work is Spirited Away. But this Wind Rises, it's like right on the tail.
Oh, it's good, man. It's got like everybody in it's pretty like great for at least for the American voice acting.
Yeah, we got Joseph Gordon-Levitt. We got our Lord and Savior,
Oh,
William H. Macy.
oh, God bless. God bless. Let us pray.
One thing I do want to say, about this movie is, don't get me wrong, I love Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and I think he's an amazing actor.
Wasn't wasn't
Don't
the
think,
best in this.
yeah, I don't think it translates well to animation. Like,
Yeah,
I don't think he's set out for voice acting for sure.
no. Johnny K was a little better, I thought.
Johnny K was for sure better. John Krasinski. Who do we have? This girl, Emily
The
Blunt.
Tooch was in this.
Yeah, he was the Italian guy, and I thought he was awesome.
Love
Stanley Tu- Stanley Tucci, fucking love.
Werner
Uh,
Herzog. Remember that?
who?
He's a super old German guy that makes all those documentaries.
Oh, was he the creepy German guy at the hotel?
Yeah, yeah.
The guy who's like, the Nazis will get you. The Nazis are.
Werner Herzog is like fucking a million years old.
One of my favorite lines of the entire movie
He's
is
so German.
when he's like, the Nazis are a gang of thugs, just a gang of thugs. Like that's like my favorite line of the whole movie.
I heard a story about Dan Harmon from Community.
Yeah.
He makes an animated show called Rick and Morty on Cartoon Network, and
Okay.
they got Werner Herzog to play like a something ridiculous, like a ridiculous alien. And, like they just made him come in, and they're like, just do the Werner Herzog voice. And they're trying to explain that he's like a gross alien. Werner Herzog voice.
Oh my god, that's amazing. That is so good. But Werner Herzog, yeah, of course. And then we got, like I said, my boy, William H. Macy, rest
Yeah,
in
he's
peace.
great.
Yeah, but Joseph Gordon-Levitt and John Krasinski, they're my boys, and John Krasinski killed it in this movie, I feel.
Yeah, he's
I didn't know it was them for the first like hour I was watching it though.
no.
Like I had to look it up.
I picked up a few people. Like William H Macy was pretty clear.
Yeah, that one
And
was one I figured.
yeah,
Figured out.
Martin Short was in this too.
Was he?
Apparently,
Ew. Martin Short sucks.
Kurokawa.
Dude, like they're like I get all those names mixed up, to be honest.
Yeah, that's well. This is a book I'm reading right now, Battle Royale, and it's just full of Japanese names, and it's like, which one is which? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's all
I
the
know
same.
that the main character in this movie was called Jiro,
Yeah,
and Naoko was his wife.
yeah. And here's the thing: John Krasinski, his character was Kiro, which is very eerily similar to Jiro.
Oh, that's good. That's good. But overall, like, I don't know, this movie wasn't as wacky and like fantasy as some of his old films, like
Yeah,
Spirited Away and My Neighbor Totoro. Like, it's not, there's no monsters, there's no
mostly
dragons.
because of the fact that it is a real thing.
Yeah, it's a fucking biopic. It's just like it's interesting,
Hmm.
but like, and they deal with some really heavy stuff for an animated movie. Also, for an animated movie, it's fucking long. It's like 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Yeah, and
You know?
it kept my attention the entire time. I love this movie. This was great.
Oh, fucking me too. This might be one of my favorite movies of the year.
Yeah.
Like, it's surely fucked. But yeah, and you know what? Joseph Gordon-Levitt fucked in this movie, which I didn't expect.
Oh yeah, anime
Yeah.
fuck.
Anime fuck. A little bit of hentai.
Not really, but
There
not
was
enough
no
tentacles.
Yeah. But I don't know. The story was so enriching, and the entire movie, the entire
It was
time I'm
just
watching.
it was so fun to look at.
Yeah.
It was so colorful and it's just so smooth.
And like they were able to like put in the idea of him having, those dreams where he talks to the Tucci character.
Yeah,
They're able to put in those without, shoving in your face. It was kind of subtle, but it's easy to understand what's going on.
yeah.
And I like that. Overall, like if you see any animated movie this year, make it this. And you know what really pisses me off about this movie?
Mm,
This movie was nominated for Best Animated at the Oscars last year, and
yeah.
it lost to Frozen.
Ugh. Ugh.
Go fuck yourself.
Eon's better than that movie.
Seriously, go fuck yourself. I hate Frozen. I don't know what it is. Like, well, I don't hate it, but I don't like it.
At least this movie's about something.
Yeah. Fucking Frozen doesn't have a plot line. It's fun to watch because it's got the pretty little ice and shit like that. But
Sure.
this I would consider probably on par with Spirited Away. And to be fair, Hayazaki already has his Oscar for Spirited Away.
Right.
So
Yeah,
I mean,
and apparently this is going to be his last movie. Who knows? But
I hope that's not true because he does good work. I mean, he's been doing this since the 80s, but
yeah.
he does good work.
Yeah, man, I like his stuff. I just don't feel like they get very good treatment when they come over here. Like there's always like the nerds who've seen all this shit and they get it. And then you ask a regular person if they've ever seen maybe Spirited Away, maybe just because that was the biggest one that's been released here.
Yeah.
But,
it got lots of Oscar coverage just because.
yeah.
But fucking what was I gonna say? This movie, like, I liked the dynamic between all the characters. Like, I thought that it was written really well. Like, the characters interacted with each other. And one thing I hate, because there's always those little fucking cocksuckers, right? Well, they'll hear us talking about this and they'll be like, "Oh, you didn't watch this movie, right? Because you saw the fucking dubbed version." I speak English, so that's the version I'm gonna watch.
Yeah, and especially especially when it has like this many famous people in it, I'm not gonna not watch it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna not watch it. It's got William H. Macy.
When it comes to like some stuff, I'll watch a thing with subtitles if I have to.
Yeah, like Pan's Labyrinth. Labyrinth.
Well, even some anime, if it doesn't have the English version, sure, and it's good, then I get it. But normally I'm multitasking while I'm doing shit, so I need there to be voices.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Like, if you're watching something with subtitles, you can't, like, look down at your phone to send a tweet. Or, like, you can't answer a text or answer a call or nothing. Because you'll miss shit.
Yeah.
I'm too busy on Twitter for your shit, subtitles.
Hey, yo. If you didn't want me to watch it dubbed version, why did you put famous people in it?
Yeah. If you didn't want me to watch the dubbed version, don't get William H. Macy. That's all I'm saying.
Don't get William H. Macy.
Man, this movie though, I would go as far to say this movie is a triumph. It is. I don't know. It says so much about human spirit and human emotion that I just didn't think I would ever get out of an animated movie.
Yeah, man, it's cute as heck, and also sad as fuck.
Yeah, sad as fuck. If you're gonna watch this movie, have the tissues prepared and not in the good way.
Yeah.
Actually, have the tissues prepared for both because it is very good.
Once Johnny K starts whipping out some sultry voice.
Yeah. And then it's all from there.
I love that guy, man. Old Johnny K.
Yeah.
I wish he was in better movies.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too. Was he in License to Wed? Was
License
that
to
him?
Wed, yeah, that was a classic.
Yeah.
Bobby Williams and Johnny K.
What was that? I think we watched that at like 2 a.m. one time.
Oh, it was awful.
Yeah, it's just so terrible. And what was that one that he did with George Clooney where they did Rock'em Sock'em Robots?
Oh, I have no idea. Oh, Leatherheads.
Yeah, Leatherheads. That movie was also garbage. Just trash film. Had a good time with it at the time, but
not great.
Back on,
Not great.
trash film.
Well, I think that pretty much covers it. We're hitting an hour here, so.
Yeah, that's all. That's all we really have to say. Basically, if you got anything out of this, A View to a Kill, fucking C. Wind Rises, fucking C. William H Macy version, of course. That's just what we'll call it, the William H Macy version. And
Yeah.
then Sin City.
You could probably skip that one. You could probably skip that one. Watch the first one.
Yeah, watch the first one. Way better. So next week we are going to be talking about The Living Daylights. We're going to start diving into some Timothy Dalton, even though they only made 2 because they knew what a hopeless cause it was.
Mm-hmm.
We're jumping into Timothy Dalton with The Living Daylights, and we're going to be talking about the Ben Affleck movie Gone Girl.
A lot of work in that.
And we're going to talk about Horrible Bosses 2.
Old Horrible Bosses too.
Which I've heard lives up to its name. But we'll discuss all that next week.
I've heard it's not that bad, but that was from someone who's dumb, so.
Then they're probably wrong.
They're probably wrong. I like the first one, though.
Yeah, me too. It's a great movie. Do I have hope for the second one? Fuck no.
Charlie Day is the only thing that might save it.
That's true. Oh yeah, Charlie Day. K-Space too, man. K-Space is good.
Oh yeah, K-Space.
You know what? This movie might not be so bad. Oh shit, we're getting our hopes up. This is gonna be brutal. A bloodbath.
Shut up, Mimsy.